Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. I am back. I know, and I apologize for, being gone for so long, but I ended up with, this cold or whatever I have not getting any better. So Nikki took me up to the urgent care and found out that I had pneumonia, sinus infection, ear infection, and a mild case of the stomach virus. So it's taken me a little bit to get over that. Boy, you have to admit, when I get sick, I do it right. But I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and while we were out, because it's one of the few times I've been out of the house, Nikki took me by one of my thrift stores that I like going to. It's called Geo Fund, and it's the stuff it sells there goes to help animal shelters. And what I like getting is their bags of broken jewelry. And this one here, the price is $9.50. You see, it'll say broken or odds and ends or whatever. And by the time I had my discount, it only came to like $8. So, but I wanted to, and this is how they come. And there's all different pieces in here. But, and they have these like once a month. But there's little things like this here that can be used on dangles. There's beads and all. But I thought I would bring you along as we open this one. And I know it's not a Saturday, which is when I would be doing these videos. But I've been gone so long that I just figured I'd come on at least let y'all know why I was gone for so long. But I am doing much better now. I think all that's left is the cough and sniffles. So, all right, open this up. And I'm just going to dump them right here. This is just a box lid. And I'm going to dump everything out. And there's that. All right, is that everything? Yeah, that's empty. Now, we have these big flowers like this. And you can, the way you look at the back and how they're put together. Oh, there's an earring. And, they could be used as drops or just glue the whole thing just by that onto the front of your journal. See if I can get these. One of the things you will have to do is you have to untangle everything. But that's okay. It takes a few minutes. And there's another one there, necklace, which would be a beautiful drop. So, let me see. I'll use this thing here for right now. Another thing you'll find is watches. Ooh, that's nice. I like that one myself. It's nice and big. But, the crown stuff. But, sometimes you find a lot of watches. Or you'll find things like this. Now, these kind of watches I love finding. Because you can put this on a dangle. And, have something else coming down here. And two, there's lobster claws on the ends of these. So, those are great to put on dangles. So, I got this one here. Oh, I've got this one here. Look at that one. That one is gorgeous. Those I will definitely put on dangles. There's a lot of loose beads in here. And this thing here it had a cabochon or something here. And those fit on shoes. But with that clip there, you can clip that on the front of your journal. And we have more earrings. If I can get this off of here. Looks like something's magnetized down here. Oh, yeah. I see now. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And all you have to do is undo this here and put it on a jump ring. And you've got an instant dangle. Put that one down. Now this is, see, there goes a jump ring right there. Not quite sure what that is. But it's interesting. We'll figure out something to do with it. And look at the chain. Get that out of there. I love those types of chains because they're big enough that you can just use one of these for your dangle and then put your drops all along there. And that's an earring. And it's got the post back here. And I use these, but I take the post off. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let me see. I keep my jewelry tools in here now. I know I've got my, right here. These are generally what in the modeling world is called sprue cutters. Where did I put that? I just had it right there. And then what I'll do is I'll come down here and get that around there. And then cut it off. Well, it dropped. See, and now I've got a bead. So, see, and there's another. A lot of these you can use as drops. Some of these, a lot of these are also loose beads. Those are nice. That's got the hole going all the way through it there. There's an earring there. And then, oh, that would be great as a drop, as a dangle. These hoop earrings like this, I generally don't do anything with. Oh, look at this. That would make some really good drops. Or it can go as a, see, that's what I mean. Like one of these bracelets broke. So we're going to have a lot of beads in the bottom. And that one didn't come off the end. I'll take care of that later. But look at that. And when if you're going to use these in drops, you'll take off the jump ring here and put another one here. And then you can put your chain up here or just leave it like that. And if you do that, you can actually cut off that that loop there. I mean, that would be gorgeous just on the front of a journal glued on. These here, I would probably take apart or use as dangles. Or, like I said, you have to actually look in and see what there are. And there's a lot of times I have found gold and silver pieces in here because, you know, they have just one earring that's, you know, here or there, or, you know, by the time you add them up, I just take them all and I save up the silver and all, and then I take it and cash it in. So there are little benefits, you know, on some of these. I'm not going to sit here and work with all that, but you've got the beads in here that, you know, are sort of clear in different colors, and you got the blue beads, which will be great on the end of dangles. Do you see they've got a flat head pin through them? Set those over there. Oh, look at this. That would make a perfect dangle. And what it is it's an earring. Just like that. This here I saw and I didn't know what it was. Oh. Okay. That doesn't tell me a whole lot on what it is. But I don't know. But it is interesting. And then we've got, like, this here would be great on the cover of a journal. Or you can use it because it is clasped. You got this here. You can use it on the, if you take off the pin, you can run your closure through here and have that hanging off your closure. We have more, get them all apart. different things that can, these here that have like the pendant things, these I like putting on closures because they hang just right. Right, this here, we've got more earrings. And earrings are fantastic. Even if all I had was earrings, I'd be happy. Because there's a dangle. All right, we can find something to go on the bottom of those. Even something as small as this. That is a dangle right there. And that's part of one. This one here on a closure. These are post earrings, which I would glue to the front of a journal with flowers. There's a little pin that what the AFA stands for. And then this. These I love getting because, one, you've got the chain, you know, and we're talking a nice length of chain here. And let me see, does it? Yeah, it's all. And then on that, you've got all these that you can use as charms. So you can have your chain. You can even cut, because these are in sections, like it goes from here to here. You can use one of these as part of a dangle and then add more things to it. So there's just so much you can do with these things. And I love getting them. And see this one here, it broke, but that's okay. Because what I do with these is when I do, like on the front of a memory album, or if I'm doing flowers on the front of a journal or whatever, I will take this and sort of tuck one end up under a flower and then glue the rest down so that it looks, you know, it gives you a little bit of sparkle to them. And then, of course, I've got beads, more dangles, and a starfish, which I would probably, again, put on the closure. There's so many different things you can do with what we have here. But I just wanted to come on and share with a few of these things. I see this was the other end to that one earring. I don't know where I dropped it at, but it's in here somewhere. Here it is. That's the same drop. So, you know, sometimes you find things like that. This, I wonder if this went in. No, wrong one. But I'll find something to go in that one. Like I said, I've got these beautiful watch pieces. I've got tons of beads, which I really don't need beads. Oh, look at that one. The glass bead that, most of these beads like this are usually handmade. So that's a great find. And more drops, and maybe this one is, do I have a pair now? Or did I just pick up? Nope, there is. I have a pair of earrings. Just like that. So there was a pair. Well, no, they're two different style stones. But that's okay. And the back to a pin. But as you look through these, you find so many different things that you can use them for. And then to take them apart, which I will show you with this one here. I would come in here. See this, it shows you right there, that one loop where they're all joined together. And I could open that up, but here I'll just clip that apart and then come down here and find the other one, which is right here. And I will do the same here. Find my one there and cut that off. Now I have 3 pieces. I've got one here. I've got this one, which I just, there we go. And then I've got that one. And then 2, I just saw it because I just had it. I've got a lobster claw. And those things, when you try to get them in a package, they can come pretty expensive. But I mean, here's 3 drops. There's, you know, a lot of other ones in here. That's love and a motorcycle. Looks like what could have been a bracelet. But these make great for dangles. So, you know, and then this could go somewhere else. Motorcycle's a charm. Just, it all depends on how you end up using what all you've got. And there's so much to do with these. But I did want to come on and show you what I found. And those are, that looks like real turquoise there. Or I could be mistaken. But it depends. I would have to look into it. But yeah, a lot of this stuff. And for $8 for what all is in here is really a good bargain. So I hope you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today. And maybe it'll encourage you to look through the broken bags of jewelry at your thrift stores. Because there's a lot you can find. And a lot of it can be used. So if you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If not, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you'll be notified, you know, on my next video, which I'm going to try and get back to our routine. It's just going to take me a little bit to finally get over all of this. But I did want to come on and at least give you guys an explanation. Oh, look. That could be a set of earrings. Just need to get another hook. But I don't wear things like that, so these would go on as dangles. See, different little things you find as you look through here. Oh, so I'm so glad that you could join me today. And until next time, bye, guys.